It is early morning in downtown Johannesburg, and several hundred Zimbabweans are gathered outside the Home Affairs Department to apply for permits. Many have spent the night. Charles Chawanda, a commercial artist, says he stood in line for 2 days to get an application form. He is back with his completed form, his passport, and a letter from his employer.
They just write our names down. They just write a number on our form, so that today they started to call our numbers again, so we get to process our papers.
Chawanda says the authorities have promised to send him a text message when his papers are ready. South Africa launched this exercise in September. At the end of December, it will end an 18-month moratorium that allowed Zimbabweans without documents to work here for 3 months at a time without fear of deportation. Tracy Nkonzo, a salesperson, has come to apply, but she must wait in line until she can get her name on the list and a number in the queue.
I'm here to apply for a work permit because I've been in South Africa for almost 4 years now, and it's a bit tricky when you don't have the necessary papers. I mean, it's not so easy to get a job. The day-to-day life is very difficult if you don't have anything.
Many Zimbabweans in South Africa do not have passports or even birth certificates. Thousands of them gather every day outside Zimbabwe's passport office in Johannesburg.
2 weeks now.
Charles Mtetwa is a shop fitter from Pretoria and has been coming here for 2 weeks. During this time, he is not being paid, and he fears for his job.
At the present, I'm still waiting for my form there. I must get my form first. From there, I go into this queue to surrender the form there.
Blessing Musi has spent the past 3 nights here. He says it takes 6 weeks to get a passport and then several more weeks for the South African work permit. He is afraid there is not enough time.
If I don't get in time, it means I'm going to lose a job, one. My family is going to get nothing, and I'm going to go home, nothing.
University of Johannesburg professor David Moore says Africans historically have migrated across the continent, driven by politics, economics, and war.
It's part of a long-term historical process of intracontinental migration, with bursts of nationalism and xenophobia and these sentiments of us versus them.
He says many South Africans sympathize with the Zimbabweans, but it is hard to be hospitable, especially if you are poor, when you feel they're taking your jobs and housing. Migrant activist Godfrey Petey of the Peace Action Group says although the program will allow some to legalize their stay, there is not enough time to process everyone. And even if the deadline is extended, Petey says more fundamental problems need to be addressed.
South Africa has been deporting people, although they say they haven't been doing it. And even now, the police, they still continue to harass people on the streets on documentation, and they're even corrupt as well. They ask for bribes.
Finally, most of the estimated 1 million illegal immigrants here are unskilled workers without formal jobs. They do not qualify for the work permits, and so are likely to continue to sneak across the border and survive on the streets as best they can. Scott Bobb, VOA News, Johannesburg.